Hey, it's me again. I am making a batch of ginger patchouli soap. It's a really interesting blend. I'm not a big patchouli person, but I have a lot of customers that are. But the ginger, it just gives a, kind of takes away that earthy, well, not takes away, but lightens up that earthy tone that's in patchouli. Gives it more of a spice, which probably makes sense since ginger is. Anyways, so add in the lye, used up the last of the coconut water, so I'm just running a couple different combinations with coconut water and other ingredients to see if any of the properties of my soap are affected. So until those soaps cure a little bit more for me to test out, I'll be using straight water, but you know, if it does change something significantly, then I may add that permanently. We'll find out. I'm just warning you, we have been a hot mess getting this batch ready. I've spilled water, I've spilled milk, I've dropped everything you can think of. So cross your fingers that this doesn't turn into a big hairy disaster. Thankfully no one got anything harmful on them, but it's been an interesting afternoon of soaping. Alright. I want to attempt to keep this somewhat fluid, so not. That's one thing about the coconut water. It really does speed up trace when you use a water discount, which I did. That's because there's so much sugar in it. So I don't get as much play time with the coconut water. Alright. Let's see. Trying something today I'm using the vertical mold for this batch. Oh, look at that. And I don't know, I've been going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on what I wanted to do, but I think I got it finally. So I'm going to split this into 4 as evenly as possible. I don't know how possible that is. We'll find it. Well, I mean, you know, I'm eyeballing it, but I'm going to be doing some back and forth getting it right. Yeah, everybody's got a little too much. Need to scrape that too much because it's actually all going to go back in. Alright, so where are we at? Don't ask me where my color inspirations came from today, because I honestly don't know. It just seemed like a good idea at the time. Yeah, that's close enough. Amazingly. All right, so we got 4 colors. We got some green, which maybe not will stay green this time. Last batch I made, I mean it stayed green, but it was like an olive green. Gold, purple, and white. All right. So yeah, maybe it was the fragrance oil that turned it more olive last time. Could have been. Yeah, there it goes. It's darkening now. All right. Okay, fragrance oil. It's really interesting. Really interesting. I'm just debating if I want more color or not. I think I'm happy with them though. So, seems like a fragrance oil that behaves, which is kind of good for what I'm trying to do. Although since I am using the vertical mold, I don't want it to be too thin, because that does have the tendency to leak just a smidge. And this is staying really fluid for me. I'm gonna swirl these in the pot and then pour them. Hopefully we don't get too much mixing, but you know, if we do, it's patchouli, so you know, you can do some crazy things with patchouli and have it make sense. I make a sweet patchouli that's just like neon looking. That looks really cool though. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna stick blend this. So it's more white. And then we will do our thing. Let me get this over here, y'all. Pardon me. Just want to scrape this off just a smidge and then I'll be back. I'm not going anywhere. You just can't see me. All you patchouli lovers out there, I think you're going to really like this scent. This is really neat. Like I said, I'm not a big patchouli lover, but there's something about the addition of the ginger. It's just gives it a little something extra, little kick. Alright, so let me bring the big bowl back. Like I said, we're gonna pour these back in. I forgot to set my timer on my phone, so I have to keep an eye on you. How much time we got left? Oh good, about 10 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna do like a drop swirl in the pot. Well, it's kind of like a holly swirl, but not. I don't know. Because we're gonna, this will swirl it some. And then pouring it in the vertical mold is gonna swirl it even more. Like I said, I hope there's not too much mixing of colors, but we'll work with what we get. It has the potential to be really cool looking. Oh yeah, I like those colors together. I don't know, how well can y'all see in that pot? You can see in there. Isn't that cool looking? And this is staying fluid enough to do this. We're just gonna get this all out of here. What I'll do is probably pause you while I get the mold in here and readjust you, because that mold's really high. And that way I don't have to worry about running out of time either. Alright, and then the purple. I like the look of purple and green together. I think that's why I ended up putting these in here. Alright, so just hang tight. I'm going to pause you for a moment. Get the mold in here. Readjust you and all that good stuff. And we will pour this bad boy. See you in a sec. So here we are, vertical mold. I'm not using the divider today because, like I said, we are just pouring this in. Like I said, I hope it's thickening a smidgen here so that it doesn't run out too much. But oops, let me turn it. That might make more sense. So this is either going to be really cool looking or a big, hot, ugly mess. We'll find out when we cut. From what I can see in there, it looks actually alright. Like I said, I don't want those colors to meld together too much. What? We're gonna have dinner in a sec. I'm almost done.
What?
We're gonna have dinner in a sec. I'm almost done. The natives are getting restless. Ah, making a mess. Eek. This smells so hard to pour into sometimes. Oh, fun and good times.
Mom?
Yes.
Is that for dinner?
We're gonna have dinner in a sec.
But I really want chips with him. Can I have chips with my dinner?
Yes, you can. Go out in the other room. Can we talk about it in a moment?
Okay,
I'm making soap. You cannot be in here.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, jeez. Riley says hi, everybody. If you say hi back in the comments, that will completely make his day. I'm gonna spoon this in the rest of the way because we're just making too big of a mess. So that means the first bar or two are gonna have a different pattern because it didn't get poured in, but that's okay. I do make a big mess of myself though, don't I? Alright. Well, it's in. It's messy, but it has the potential of being a really cool looking bar. So, just gonna spoon a little bit of this out. Stay tuned. We'll cut. It'll be a day or so for me. For you, it's gonna be instant. So, see you in a second. And wish me luck. Hopefully this looks cool. Bye. Hey everyone. Thanks for staying to see how ginger patchouli looks well cut. Now that this has been soaked and I've had the chance to smell it in the soap, I mean it's very nice out of the bottle. It's not straight up patchouli, so anybody that's not like a huge patchouli fan, don't be afraid of it because the ginger gives it a nice warmth and spice. I would call this a very unisex fragrance. I could see it really appealing to men as well as women. And really like how those colors all turned out. Now this is the top. If you remember, I was kind of spooning it in at this point. So further on down, we're going to see the effects of more of it swirling while pouring. So hopefully it looks just as good down there as it does up here at the top. But you can see all the different colors, the white, the green, the gold, and the purple, which is very pale. It's a very subtle purple, but plain and soap. Still, I like it. It's a good look. Anyways, on with cutting the rest of this loaf. Anyway, still, I think we're more towards the top, or we are more towards the top, so the look of that, it's going to hit about here from just what I'm seeing at the top of the soap. But I really like how these colors came out. I think they look really neat. You know, sometimes when I want to soap a fragrance, I can right away figure out what I want to do with it. And there's other times when it takes me. See, now we're seeing that circular pattern from the pouring into the vertical mold that we get when we do a multicolored pour. If you remember from the pumpkin pie soap or from Pink Sands, the swirls were very circular. Yeah, you see the colors mixing and meshing a little bit more. The swirls getting tighter and tighter. Is because we're getting in the bottom half of this loaf now. I mean, you can still see the different colors. It's just not as apparent as it was in those first few bars cut. Still an interesting look. Although the purple and the green are coming, obviously the white's standing out, but the purple and the green are coming out way more than that gold did. And as every bar is different, now I'm seeing more gold. Anyways. Yeah, like I said earlier, if you don't like patchouli, don't let the name fool you. I actually smell a lot more ginger than I do patchouli. Now, if you don't like ginger, you may not like this. It's very spicy. There is that dark patchouli tone in it, but I'm just picking up more of that spicy ginger smell. Yeah, the colors did mix a little bit more in the bottom than I wanted, but I mean, it's still it's very interesting looking still. I am on my last bar, and I gotta try and hold this differently because I keep cutting crookedly. So maybe this will work better. That's better. Actually, you probably want to see that, don't you? Alrighty, so we have ginger patchouli. I'll get another bar and show you real quick, but I used 4 different colors. I used that purple, it's more of a violet, white, green, and gold, which in some of them, the gold stands out quite a bit more. So, but you know, artisanal handmade soap, every bar is going to be different. And heck, if I make this one again, it might look completely different. It just depends on my inspiration when I'm making it. So, thanks for watching. got some more soap on the agenda this week. I also want to get some bath bombs made this week, so hopefully I'll keep myself busy. But stay, subscribe to my channel so that you get updated every time I do upload a video. And I will see you all soon. Thanks. Bye.